Can you explain to me what's going on?
Get in the truck. Let's go. Come on. Let's get in the truck. Get in. Get in here. Good boy. Morning, everybody. So, kind of a late start, honestly. It's almost 9. I had to mess with the power box this morning, but we're going to go head to Coker Feed Mill. It's the first of the month to fill up on feed. Before we hit the feed store, I have to stop here because we're almost out of kitty food and I don't want to run into town tomorrow. Harry's gonna watch the car. Can I, Harry? Yeah? You watch the car for me? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, we are loaded up and had to stop at Tractor Supply real quick, grab some shavings. I needed some calf manna and alfalfa pellets. I will get the calf manna. They didn't have it at Coker, but they had another variety of something that was very similar. That was $29, and this calf manna was $32 for 50 pounds. I have multiple uses for it, so I'm just gonna get it because the timing's right. Next time I will get it from Coker. So far, just about everything I get comes from Coker and is a better quality and a better price. At least a few dollars difference, which makes a big difference when you're feeding so many animals. I wanted to touch real quick on the name of our homestead. When we were trying to figure out a name, because naming it was important to me, has been since I was a little kid. I've never had like a home or a property, so I've always wanted to name it. It gives it its own character and personality and kind of makes it, I don't know, like you feel more connected to the land. So anyway, when we were trying to figure it out, I saw one picture that showed this sad little willow tree, and when we got there it was pretty sad. It just hadn't been cared for, hadn't been pruned or tended to at all, just like most of the property hadn't been. So we trimmed it back in the fall, which I later learned you should wait till it's completely dormant. It wasn't, however, it improved considerably in the spring. It came in much more lush, not super lush, but much better than it had been. So I knew willow needed to be incorporated. It was important to me. It's kind of a, I don't know, willow trees are special, even if there's only one little sad one. It's like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So Willow, and then we live in Cove City, so Willow Cove went together really well, and it feels like a little alcove. The property's kind of tucked back once you get off the road, so that made sense. And then I couldn't figure out if we wanted to go with farm or acres. It's not a estate or anything like that, so that didn't make any sense. A little bit of back history on me. My grandmother came over from England after the war ended, World War II. So I've always had this connection. I've been to Scotland and Ireland, never been to England. I'm holding out on that one because I think it will be kind of a special experience. My understanding is my grandmother never went back to England because it was such a traumatic thing to be there at that time. So going back, I would like to go with my mom. I think that would be kind of special and kind of a tribute to my grandmother. So I came across this word croft, and a crofter is someone who tends a croft. And a croft is basically just a small farm. There's several descriptions of it. Somewhere it's a tenant that has rents a piece of property and tends it. There's one where there's a piece of property that is attached to a home, and again, somebody maintains it as a homestead, a farm, doing multiple things. It's not doing just one thing, not raising one crop or one animal or anything. It's like it's more diverse, and I really like the meaning behind that. So that is where Willow Cove Croft came from. And I don't know if some people think croft has something to do with Wiccan or Wicca or whatever. It doesn't. It it meant a little more than the word farm to me, so that's what we went with, Willow Cove Craft. And we are almost home. Harry finds car rides incredibly relaxing. Here, you like car rides, aww. Okay, Corbin is going to grab Mama Rabbit. One of our rabbits, Toffee, loves being a mama. She's been in there too long. She needs to come out, and then we need to take all these little guys out so this mom can get a break. Look at her. She's up on top of the box, so she doesn't have to deal with them. They're so cute. You wanna go out in the big thing? Yes, you do. This one, Scarlet and Mooney, hopefully, should be giving us some babies in a week or so. And then I'm kind of on the fence. I want to not have any more babies by the beginning of summer because we lost some babies due to what I think was dehydration. Even though we had them in the barn, had a fan on them and everything, I think our summers are too intense. Humidity, heat. So I don't want any babies through the summer, none whatsoever, and then we'll just breed for fall again. So I'm on the fence. I might rebreed 1 or 2 more. I just want to make sure we have enough in the freezer for the dogs, and then all the mamas will get a break. But we're going to give the goats some apples. Here, pumpkin will eat my snack. Yeah. Oh, the babies.
They don't fall. They just sniff in the door.
You never know, babies. Watch it. Oh, watch your noses.
Yeah, they're very
curious, huh?
That's a nipple.
A nipple? Just put her in there real quick. There you go.
Okay, now what?
Doing the bunny shuffle, and then we're gonna put that house in here because they should be. I have to check the calendar, but they should be having babies soon. Oh, look at that! Has the pretty gray.
Like the other
their
one?
tummies are full. Yeah. These bowls need to be clean. Honey. You want to get them out, and I'll clean the bowls. Dee Dee's worried that the bunnies are going to fight, which they might a little, but they're not. None of them are very big, and they're only 5 days apart. So this is the biggest space that I have to keep them in. We'll see how this goes. We do need another tractor because I eventually need to be able to sex them and split the boys and girls apart. See, they're not that much smaller.
There we go.
That's one way to do it. Look at all those buns. We need to fill the water and then bring the feeder in the barn because I'm going to show you how to mix the new grow out feed. Right?
Look how pretty and small its faces. Their faces are definitely smaller than those ones.
Well, they have different mothers too, so they're going to have different genetics, you know? They are very cute. Graceful, honey.
I know, right? Beautiful.
Alright, so that has us stocked up for the month, and I've got a few extras which I will explain. It always feels good to be stocked up and set for a month. I go once a month usually. If we're passing by, I might drop in and pick up an extra bag of something if I think we'll need it. But yeah, so we have a few extra things. I'm starting the girls on Sweet Licks minerals. That's for the goats. So today what we're going to try and do, I've really been thinking about this for a while as far as doing a different feed ratio. Our rabbit feed is wonderful. I love it. I will put a link in the description. It is Coker's rabbit feed, and I'm really pleased with it. However, since we are doing meat production with our rabbits, I do feel that it is important to have calorie density on what we're feeding. Love these guys. Just stop! I'm not joking this time.
Include this.
Are we done?
Include this. You'll get more views.
If you think so, leave him a comment. Okay, enough. Since we are doing meat production, I do think calorie density is important, so I have been interested in adding variety. So I'm going with Willow Creek Homestead's recipe that they got from their rabbitry that they got a rabbit from, because they breed rabbits for meat like we're trying to do. And several of the things I've added, there are a couple omissions. I got crimped oats, no molasses. I do not have rolled oats. I'm not going to be using those today. I think we'll be fine with the crimped. And I left out alfalfa pellets. The reason being our feed, which there's a description down of Coker's rabbit feed, and if you're in the area, it's an excellent rabbit feed. Definitely a fantastic base, and the consistency is always excellent with Coker. Is an alfalfa based pellet, so I don't feel the need to add that. Plus our rabbits get Timothy Orchard hay in addition to their pelleted feed. So we're going to be adding black oil sunflower seed, calf manna, and the rolled oats to our ration. I am not going to give you the recipe because that's not my video. We're just going to go ahead and mix it and start feeding it to our rabbits and see how they do. So do go down below because Willow Creek did a wonderful video with the recipe, and if you want to give it a try, give them a shout out for sure because they're just great at sharing these kinds of things. They're trial and error, so they put it to the test, and now we're going to give it a shot. All right. All right, then we're going to need the scale. Okay, so their recipe calls for a 50-pound bag. We're going to kind of have everything today, so we need to grab that, figure out how much is in that cup, and then fill this up, hopefully 25 pounds. We usually put a half bag, right?
It's 4.5 cups.
Pound.
Scoop and a half.
Yep.
Then.
All right, so we already mixed them up, and I didn't realize the camera was off. So, Willow Creek's ratios are a 50-pound bag to 10 alfalfa pellets, which we're omitting, 10 pounds of whole oats, 3 pounds of rolled oats, 10 pounds of Boss, and 5 manna. We had, what, 10 pounds of rabbit pellet, so our ratios are a little bit different. We're going 3 pounds of our oats, 3 pounds of the Boss, and then 2.5 or 2 pounds of the manna, ish. So,
2 eggs.
Corbin's gonna mix up our next batch.
Yeah, I already got the seeds. I need to know how much this is. How much?
Just do 1 scoop. That'll be
The licorice smell. Oh.
Yeah, Corbin ate some of that. He thinks it smells like liquor.
I don't think it does.
It does smell like good and plenty. Smell-o-vision. Can you smell that?
That's
it smells really
that's
good,
a thing
but he tasted it, and I have no idea what's in here.
That's a thing though.
What?
For in a video game, they actually made a device where if you did something in game, you could smell it.
I don't think that's possible, but okay.
No, it's real.
Go ahead and mix her up. We'll show them what it looks like.
Ta-da! That's what it looks like.
That's the manna. There's the box. And our pellets and the grains. I think they're gonna really like this. So we're gonna be giving this to
Ratatouille.
our Rabbit-Tooie.
Rabbit-Tooie.
Corbin's trying to come up with a name
We're
for
going
this.
with Ratatouille.
And that is right on, because Ratatouille is like a whole compilation of stuff. And
Yes.
this is too, Rabbit-Tooie.
Yeah.
We've named, high five, man.
Yes. Trademarked.
Trademarked, not trademarked.
Trademark.
So anyway, thank you Willow Creek for sharing this.
Rabbit-Tooie.
We are excited. We have about 22 grow outs right now that we look forward to seeing the results on. And what you doing, Socks? She's like, I help you.
Watch her walk on here just like,
Soxy.
what are you doing?
Get in the truck.
Burning. Which way do I twist it?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Oh, I'm twisting it.
Pretty sure it would still apply.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just tight. Come here. Okay, now it's just.
Turn it the other way. There you go. And then back your way.
This red thing.
Then you try just pulling it out.
Oh.
Got to stick it all the way in there. Yep, it's going to take the whole thing.
So I'm gonna try something. If goats can have animal crackers, why not horses? So I'm gonna see if Athena and Cain like the animal crackers. Athena? Here she is. She like an animal cracker? Oh. Ooh. I think she likes it. Cain. I think he likes them too.
I just love our little town. We drove out there. We saw 2 other little farms. There's lots of little farms around here. It's awesome. Huh? They were little, and a horse barn that Dee Dee might be able to go ride with somebody with, hopefully. But we got our free tree. It's not on. I'm charging the box. Look at Sookie up on the seaside.
Look at that one. The baby.
Oh, isn't he cute? Oh yeah. Pumpkin's like, oh, snackies. I'm gonna lean it up against the tree.
The tree is good.
Look at, she's calling for her baby.
Wow, they really do like it.
Yeah, they do. Isn't that cool?
Never expected.
Look at the, Noelle's like, what the hell is that? Here you go.
Matt, look at the baby on the goat.
Oh, Christmas tree. Look, they look like ornaments. Careful, we don't want to break them. Well, leave it to Devin to break it.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people.
All right, there you go, guys. All right, well, while I'm fooling around with goats, the kids have already started pulling out the T-posts. I guess Corbin's gonna come by with the lawnmower with the little cart attached next. But I figure I should help. Oh, I'll get the gate off. That's what I'll do. guess it's a good thing we didn't cement these in. You guys are doing great. That's awesome. Look at that. It's kind of worked out that it was so wet, didn't it? Because they're easy to get out when it's wet. Come on, Muscles. Woo! You got this. Oh, look at this little, what did Daddy say this is?
Cypress?
Yeah, little baby cypress. So pretty.
It's more thick and
Yeah, we have a couple. We've seen
Center.
several over there too. We'll let those grow. Those are beautiful. All right, well, the camera died on the other phone right in the middle of us pulling out T-posts, but you get the general idea. I'm sure anybody who's had to go do that doesn't need to watch video on it. Somebody's coming to look at some of our rabbits, so I'm gonna go inside real quick and grab a bite before they get here. Everybody take care. I hope you had a productive, not rainy day, because that's the best thing you could do on days that are not rainy. Get something done. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for joining us.